All right, yesterday we talked about standard form and we talked about how we can use standard form to help us graph equations. And a lot of people were asking, one person in particular that will remain nameless was asking, how do we use this? And I said, just wait and I'll show you. So yesterday you learned this. There was somebody absent yesterday. His name is Antonio Ford. Hopefully he is in class today. You already know he's going to be confused. So Chris, please help your brother out. All right, if he's not here, then I'm sorry, Antonio. All right, ax plus by equals c. Graph equations using x and y intercepts. So we write this, we write equations in this form of ax plus by equals c. I'm gonna try to be enthusiastic for this video. I'm really tired. All right, let's go. Standard form is ax plus by equals c. We know that a, b, and c are integers, but we know a and b cannot be zero. If it were zero, then we won't have an a and b. We'll just have a c. We'll just have a number. Ax plus by is equal to c. So we know that A must be positive, We said that yesterday, and it helps us to graph the X and Y intercepts to make a quick graph. So again, we did this yesterday, just a review. So if I want to put this in standard form, the A has to be positive, and then the AX and the BY are on the same side, and then C will be on this side. So I will just simply subtract 3y from both sides, subtract 3y, and we get, wow, I just moved everything, y'all. I'm not starting this video over. Sorry. All right, and then we get 2x minus 3y is equal to 8. So this is your A, this is your B, and this is your C. All right. Then we came over here and we did some more of the same thing. Look at your notes from yesterday. Then we learned how to use this. And so standard form helps us to find our x and y intercept. So to find the x-intercept, we simply plug in 0 in for y because all the x-intercept have this ordered pair. They have the x number, whatever x is, and then y would be 0. Always. If it's going to be the x-intercept, it has to be on the x-axis. So you go x, and then y would be 0 because you stay on the x-axis. Here, the ordered pair would be 2, 0. Right here, the y-intercept is 4. So we know that the ordered pair will be some number. X has to always be 0 because you have to stay on the y-axis. And then it's going to be some number here. It's going to be 4. So again, the y-intercept is always 0 and whatever the y is. And we did that yesterday, and then we found the quick way. We had the Nick, Caleb, and the Ilea show, I think. You know, William had issues yesterday, but don't tell him I was talking about him. All right, so here we can find the x and y intercept if we simply take our A and divide it into C. So we'll have C over A will give me my x-intercept. Remember, AX plus BY equals C, and then my C over my B will give me my y-intercept. So we do that, we know that because once I plug 0 in here, it's gone, you just left with 4y, and all you're doing is doing the division problem. So for instance, the x-intercept is just simply 12 divided by 3, which is 4, and then the y-intercept is simply 12 divided by 4, which is 3. All right, I gotta hurry up so we can get to the rest of this. And then we graph those. See, my notes are still wrong, I have to correct them. Here we go. Then we graph them. So if I take this 1 and 1, this was the William problem. Remember this, William? Shout out to Will. Yeah. So if we want to find the x-intercept, we again take 3 divided by -1, and we get -3. And then 3 divided by -1 for the y-intercept, and we get -3. Quick graph. This is shout out to Antonio because he needs to know this stuff. Y'all know he's still confused, so Chris help him. And then -3, 3, -3, -3, and then we graph the line. Yeah, I missed it, and I missed all of that too. But whatever. Again, 8 divided by -4, x-intercept. 8 divided by -4 is -2. 8 divided by -2 is -4. And we just graph them on the x and y axis. So -2 here. And then -4, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then we graph the line. So today, what we're going to do, I have to go back to the actual notes, which is here. You can write an equation in standard form, ax plus by equals c, if you know the slope and the point. And you pick which form you want to use. So I'm going to show you 2 ways, and then you're going to pick a way to do that. Okay, I'm gonna show you 2 ways. So just say it afterwards. All right, let's go, people. So if I use slope I'm at point slope form. Here's my x of 1. I'll write it up here because we're going to use the same form for points for slope intercept form. This is my x of 1. This is my y sub 1. I put them in. You are writing with me. Y minus 7 is equal to 3 times x. Ethan, you're writing with me. Ethan Newberger, you're writing with me. All right, because I'm going to check your notes, and you don't need to stay behind. All right, you will talk to the. All right. All right, so we have y minus 7 is equal to 3x plus 3. Now, we know in order to get this in standard form is ax plus by equals c. So everyone, let's look at this. My a has to be positive. I will not need to move my a because if I move my a, it becomes negative. So my y needs to join over here with my ax, my y needs to join the by needs to join over here, and then this number needs to go over here. So I would simply subtract y from both sides, put it with the variable, and then this 3 needs to go bye-bye, subtract 3. So my y's are gone, my 3's are gone, and I like to read this. Y'all know I like reading this the way I see it. So I have 3x minus y is equal to negative 7 minus 3 is negative 10. We are in standard form. All right, so that's standard form. So that's point slope. We know point slope. The one y'all struggle with a little bit. All right, not some of you. Okay, so if I use slope intercept form, this is simply my x and this is my y. You pick whatever form you want to use to transform. Everybody, you pick it. All right, so I plug in my 7 is equal to my 3 times negative 1 plus b, because in slope intercept form we need m and b. And so I get 7 is equal to negative 3 plus b, add 3 to both sides, add 3 to both sides, b is equal to 10. So my equation in slope intercept form will be y is equal to 3x plus 10. Well, we need standard form. So if it's going to be standard form, 3x stays there. You need to come over here, y. Stop being disobedient. And this looks funny, but I know what I'm doing, and I don't want to write the same thing twice. But negative 10 needs to go over here. Looks a little crazy, right? But I know that crosses out. Whatever. So I get 3x minus y, they cancel out, is equal to, the only thing that's not cancel out is negative 10. So again, you can do it that way. All right, we got to hurry up because this video with the free software has to be less than 15 minutes. That's what free gets you. You get, folks don't let you use their stuff for long periods of time, and then they got to put a little watermark in the corner, let you know that you ain't doing this by yourself. You got to pay for it. All right, so we get y minus, sorry for the rant, everybody, 2 is equal to negative 2 times x minus 4, right? I was talking to make sure I got the right things in the right place. So I need to put this in standard form. So I distribute y minus 2 is equal to negative 2x plus 8. And then, hey, you can't be negative. You're A. A is always what? Positive. So you have to move. Get yourself over here. I used to have a pastor, and she always would be like, come over here, when she wanted to, get you in trouble. So come on over here. And then you need to move over there because C is on the other side. And so you're gone, and I have 2x plus y is equal to 10. Yay, standard form. There you are. A, B would be the 1, and C. If I write it, Ethan, write it. All right, so over here, now if I use slope intercept form, that's my x and my y. 2 is equal to negative 2 times 4 plus b. 2 is equal to negative 8 plus b. Add 8, b is equal to 10. Aha! I think it was Julian who had a little smart moment. He said C and B are the same thing. And I said, good, all right, Ethan, go ahead, Jules. Oh, every now and then you show us why you're here. All right, so now you put in the equation m and b. This is my m. So you get y is equal to negative 2x plus 10. You can't be negative, so you have to come over here. We're going to add 2x on both sides, and then we get 2x plus y is equal to 10. Same thing, right? 2x plus y is equal to 10. So you're smart, you're intelligent, you're great, you're wonderful. That's why you're in Math 1. You choose whatever way you want to. I'm not going to tell you. It's a free world today in math class. But either way, you do, or you try, you're going to try, and you're going to try. If I can spell try, you try. Yesterday I spelled something wrong, and then Robert, not Robert, but what's that boy name? Michael Robertson always like to point out stuff because yeah, whatever. Okay, so you do those in whatever method you want to choose to use. All right. Is there anything else? All right, so I'm gonna do one. Everybody should know this. So write the equation in standard form when given 2 points. So everybody, if I write it in standard form, there's on your paper it says find the x and y intercepts. Duh, that you need a standard form to find the x and y intercepts. So everyone, this is x sub 1. We have to find the slope. What are we missing? We are missing the slope. X sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So we know this. 1 minus 9, change in y, over the change in x, 1 minus 3. So we get 1 minus 9 is negative 8. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Negative 8 over negative 2 is a positive 4. So now I pick one of the order pairs to choose. Look at these ones. It's going to make my life easy if I choose those. And I'm gonna use point slope form because in this way I like that form. So watch this. So I just had a thought, and I'm gonna show y'all that later in a second. Later in a second, whatever that means. I'm gonna pick this order pair. So I do y minus 1 is equal to 4 times x minus 1. And then I distribute. 4 times x is 4x. 4 minus 1 is negative 4. You're positive. Don't need to move you. So you come on over here. And then, oh yeah, I crack myself up. And then get on over there. All right, so you're gone. You're gone. And then we get 4x minus y is equal to negative 1 plus 4 is 3. Standard form, everybody. So if it says find the x and y intercept, yeah, this is going to be a little funky, but it's still, I take my c and divide it by my a. So the x-intercept, yes, if I'm writing it, you write it, is 3/4. And then the y-intercept would be 3 divided by negative 1, which will give me negative 3. Okay, real quick, everybody. What I want to show y'all. Nah, I'm not going to show you. I'm going to show you when I come back. So the video can be shorter and your life can be great. So you're going to do this one. And check with your neighbor and make sure that you're right. You can, yeah. All right, so I miss y'all. Some of y'all, like 95% of y'all, the ones that I'm, not too crazy about. But either way, I am done. This is my signature for all my videos. I get a check because I did a great job, and I sign off in beast mode. I'll see you later. Have a great day, everybody.